Look, inflation is here and we are watching it push higher, but energy prices coming down just on this expectation that there will be less demand around the globe. We've seen the shutdowns in China. Is that what's responsible for this pullback?
I mean, I think the China story is the main driver for this pullback. I mean, there had been some sense that perhaps the Shanghai lockdowns were easing, and then you get the news over the weekend about erecting barricades out front of apartment buildings, concern about this in Beijing potentially coming in with lockdown restrictions based on mass testing. So I think that is the main bear story in the market right now. I mean, the interest rate story is also contributing to anxiety about oil. But I think if we had news that the lockdowns in China were easing, prices would move higher. So we have to get past this China story in order to see meaningful growth in the oil market. But the other flip side story to watch for is obviously with the election of Macron in France, re-election. The question is, will Europe actually implement serious sanctions on Russian energy? They've been reluctant to do so far, but that is the other story that we're watching this week.
What would that mean? And do you think that really happens? Because Macron won very handily. Obviously, Le Pen picked up more than she did the last time she ran against him. But he's also dealing with an understanding that he's got a little bit of a fragile coalition. He's got to pull from people from the right and from the left and do things a little differently than he has to this point.
I mean, Macron, before the election, had come out talking about doing first bans on oil. Gas, they believe, is much harder to replace. And so I do think the direction of travel in Europe is some form of energy sanctions. They've talked about doing smart sanctions, which they believe could basically punish Russia while immunizing European consumers to some extent. But the question really is, how is this war waged? If we get to a situation where Russia to escalate the tactics they're doing, more mass atrocities. I mean, if they were to move, for example, to using chemical weapons, I think then you're going to see not only Europe essentially saying, we're going to embargo Russian oil, that's when you potentially have secondary sanctions. So when people throw out these really high numbers for oil this year, a 185 or 200, that to me would imply some form of a serious secondary sanction, which would make it hard for India, which has been backing up the truck, taking that $30 discount, Turkey to basically say, we're not going to take Russian barrels. But barring those serious sanctions, the market is going to focus on what's happening in China, interest rates, and even the SPR release that was announced earlier.
Halima, the one thing I'll warn with this is, look, these governments may be taking this seriously, may be trying to send very serious signals to Russia, but they're also dealing with inflation. I mean, we know it's a problem here, and in the United States, we're not dealing with any of the sort of inflationary pressures when it comes to energy that Europe is dealing with. It's a much milder issue here.
Oh, absolutely.
It does make you wonder, you know, part of the reason that Macron had such a close election is because there were people who said that the inflation was getting out of control, that French people just can't have that same standard of living. If you're worried about that, you're worried about keeping that fragile coalition together, maybe it takes away some of the resolve for doing some of these things to that extent.
I mean, Becky, this has been the #1 issue in terms of Europe's response to Russia, is they basically say, look, we take half of our diesel from Russia. We are so exposed in terms of gas, in terms of oil. How much economic pain are we willing to endure for the principle that you cannot invade a sovereign country? But again, I do think it's going to matter how Russia wages this war. And if they are intent on reducing Ukraine to being a small landlocked country by taking the south and the east and going after port cities like Odessa, if they are going to do what they did in Bucha in terms of mass atrocities, God forbid, chemical weapons or tactical nukes like strategists are talking about, then I think the response is going to have to be a lot tougher in terms of sanctions, because they will have to think about what is short of war response if you use a chemical weapon or a tactical nuke. So unfortunately, it comes down to questions about what is Russia willing to do in terms of waging this war in Ukraine.